Hey everybody, it's me Liv. Hope you're doing good out there. So today I decided I'm going to play with my jelly plate. Now the jelly plate is fairly new to me, so I'm still trying to figure it all out. So I've been watching a lot of videos and I felt that this would be a good time for us to play around and see how we are progressing. So I'm just taking some Distress ink, starting with some forest moss here on the two top parts of it. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my yellow color, which is scattered straw, and place it in the middle for this particular project. Once that is done, I'm going to go ahead and spread the color using my brayer. Now it's really hard to see on a jelly plate. I use this one with some alcohol ink so it's not as clear as you normally get. But then I'm going to spritz it a little bit and go ahead and put the stencil on top in order to try to get a little bit of an impression there. You can use and get the negative space or get it as is, depending on how you want to do it. So I was trying to get a little bit more color to come through here, but you can see one of the things I actually seem to be enjoying about the jelly plate is the fact that you can kind of put different layers on there. So I had recently gotten this shimmer spray from Technique Junkies and decided I'm going to go ahead and splatter some of that on there, and then I'm going to take out my Lindy Gangs. I forgot the color of this one, and I think it's like a gold color. Just do a little bit of splatter here, and then I'm going to go ahead and get my piece of paper out and make sure that I'm pressing pretty firmly down so we can get all of the material that is there. So let's see how it came out. It is much lighter than I was thinking for. Not that it was bad, but it's not what I wanted. So what's really good about the jelly plate, again, you can just go ahead and add more colors. I'm going to then take my scattered straw and spread that around so I can get a little bit darker of a color, maybe even a little bit of mustard seed in there. And let's see what this looks like. Well, I want to go and put this on top of what I had initially put before. And let's lift it up. Much better. I really like that. So once I've had that, I'm just going to go ahead and get this trimmed up to get it ready for my card. I'm going to make a regular A2 size card, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So went ahead and trimmed that up. I usually tend to do my larger printed on the same size and then trim afterwards. Don't ask me why, it's just the way I do it. So now that I have those ready to go, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to do some stamping. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be going ahead and using some of these stamps from the newest release from Fairy Hugs. Now, these are usually silhouette style stamps, so they work really well if you have a busy background like I'm going to be using. This one is called Leafy Stalks. The other one is called Ivory Corner, and then the final one I'm going to be using here is called Starla. So I'm just trying to figure out in my head what my placement's going to be, and I decided I wanted to go ahead and use the vine type stamp that you guys saw to go ahead and create a bottom technique. I'm going to do it all the way across. Then I'm going to go ahead and take out my ivory corner and hit those corners as well. And then once I have all that done, I thought, you know what, I am going to take out these stencil that I have. Now, before I did that, I'm going to go ahead and actually go back and create kind of like a sun type of technique here. And then one thing that I accidentally didn't record that you guys don't see in here is that I had taken one of the new Fairy Hug stencil and used some of my Nuvo mousse. So there are actually already Nuvo mousse gold stars on here that you can't really capture. You're going to see it a lot better when I get it close. And my one stamping didn't come out great, so I'm going to go ahead and stamp right over it another time so I can get a nice deep impression much better. So once I have that all set, can you see those stars? See, sorry I missed that part when I was actually recording. I'm not sure. Sometimes I pause when I'm going to go run and find things. but I really just like the way this whole thing shimmers. Now that that is all set, I'm going to go ahead and add a sentiment, and then this card is pretty much all done. I went ahead and mounted it on some 110-pound cardstock so it's nice and firm. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon. Thank you. Take care.